actually stems from
A
two
new
Somali
claim has
words.
surfaced
One
that
being
the
Minam,
Somali
which
community
comes
was
from the southern
promised
dialect of
Minnesota
Somalia, which
3,000
means
years
home.
ago. A
And the second
bold
is Sota,
statement,
which is like Sota,
symbolic,
there she
not
is, home, there
historical,
she is,
and one that
Minnesota.
deserves a deeper conversation.
So technically, we actually
Minnesota
have the
was
natives
built
here.
through generations of struggle. Indigenous people first, followed by African Americans who fought redlining, exclusion, and decades of discrimination just to create opportunities others now step into. So when we hear someone say this land was promised to them thousands of years ago, we don't mock it, but we question the logic. Because if a land is truly promised to you, if it's sacred to your destiny, why exploit it? Why steal from the very place you claim you were meant to prosper in? A promised land should inspire stewardship, not schemes. Destiny should make you build, not break. And opportunity should elevate everyone, not harm the very community you hope to join. This isn't about shaming Somali Minnesotans. Many are honest, hardworking people building families, businesses, and futures. But the fraud that took place was egregious. It wasn't just a legal violation, it was a wound. It damaged trust, it targeted programs meant for the poor, and it cast a shadow of an entire community, including those who had nothing to do with it. And here's the part people don't want to say out loud. African Americans paved the way for many immigrant communities to come here, fighting battles that opened the doors others now walk through. Yet, too often, some distance themselves from Black Americans until there's trouble, and suddenly the community conversation returns. Minnesota can be a home
Minnesota
for
was promised to
everyone.
Somalis 3,000 years
Somali
ago.
African
And I got proof.
Americans,
In this video alone,
immigrant,
I'm going to show you the evidence
indigenous,
as to why
but
Minnesota
only
is their
if we
native land.
respect
So
the
as you should
land,
all know
the
by now,
people,
some of
and
the
the
first early
sacrifices that
settlers of
made
Minnesota were
opportunity
actually
possible in
Somalis.
the first place.
They came to
A
Minnesota
promised
and
land
actually
is not a
set
place
up
you
one of the
take
first
from,
early
it's a place
civilizations.
you
And as
honor,
you can
a
see here,
place
this
you
is a
help
picture of
build,
the
a
Somali
place
founding
you
fathers of Minnesota.
protect.
Even this guy here, he's still Somali, he's just half Yemeni. And as well, we can quite clearly see the Somali flag waving in the background. And as you can see from the old Minnesota flag, it is very similar to the Somali flag. They got similar color schemes, they just covered the star up. But in the year 2024, they actually changed the Minnesota flag to resemble more of a Somali flag. Reason being, they were scared of losing the history and the culture of Minnesota. And the new flag was actually designed by a non-Somali called Andrew Pekuri. However, that being said, this man most likely does have Somali ancestry. Because as we know, some of the most famous Minnesotans ever actually do seem to have a mix of Somali admixture within their DNA, which actually isn't too far-fetched considering the fact that they've been here for so long. And that it was promised to them 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, then you're anti-Cushitic.
Yo, Minnesota was promised to us Somalis 3,000 years ago. And if you disagree, you're an anti-Cushite bigot and you need help immediately. Also, if you read Genesis 12:3, it says that those who bless Somalis will be blessed, and those who try to harm them will bring harm upon themselves. I didn't say that. Genesis 12:3. Just saying.
The state of Minnesota is the home of the Somali people, in which it fulfills its natural, cultural, religious, and historical right to self-determination.